Hi friends, it's so good to be with you again today. Today we are going to talk about the letter X. Letter X has two lines that cross, but the lines are diagonal. Criss, cross, X. Our alphabet magnet for the letter X is a little girl holding an X-ray. The letter X makes a funny sound. The sound it makes can be found by using your imagination. Imagine that you have your very favorite soda pop in your hand. Maybe it's root beer. Maybe it's Sprite. Maybe it's red cream soda. Hold that can of soda and get ready to open it. Here we go. Use your imagination. I wonder what sound a can of soda pop makes when I open it. Ready? Open your favorite soda and drink it down. Grab it, open it. Letter X makes the sound of a soda pop opening up. X-ray. Now, there's a trick about the letter X. There are not very many words that begin with the letter X. There are many, many more words that end in the letter X. Sometimes when you see a word that starts with a letter X, it plays a trick and doesn't make the X sound. It makes a Z sound, like the little bees we catch for letter Z. Z. Sometimes X, when it starts a word, is tricky and says Z. In fact, inside of our bucket, there's something that begins with an X that really makes the Z sound. It's called a xylophone. Xylophone. If you see a xylophone, it starts with an X, but it makes the tricky X sound of xylophone. Let's see what else is in our bucket. I'm thinking there might be some things that end in X instead of beginning with X. I'm going to listen for the X sound inside the bucket. Let's see. This is an animal that is an orange color and has a big puffy tail. It's not a dog. It's not a cat. It's a fox. It ends with the X sound. Fox, fox. Ooh, here's something else that ends with X. You use it to chop wood. It's called an axe. Axe. Can you hear the soda sound at the end? X. Axe. Ooh, here's something else that ends with an X. This is the number 6. 6. Can you hear the X? 6. 6. Very good. Oh, now this is a little golden rectangle, but you can open it up. This is the perfect little box. Box. Also ends with the letter X. Box. Box. Now, here's one that begins with X. Remember, not very many begin with X. It's just like our magnet. It's an X-ray. X-ray. You know what I think would be really fun if we made our own X-ray art project? I think that you could do this at home. Here's an X-ray of my hand. It's not too hard to do. I needed a black piece of paper, a white crayon, and some Q-tips to make an X-ray. An X-ray is a picture inside of your body that shows your bones. So I've used Q-tips to look like the bones in my hand. X-ray. Let's make one. First, you'll need a black piece of paper. Then you'll take a white crayon and trace your hand up and around each finger. And all the way down my arm. Now, inside my arm, there are 2 bones, and then I need a bone for each finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fingers and 2 bones in my arm. 5, 6, 7 Q-tips is what I need. Now, I need to take my glue and open it up. Remember to twist the top on glue. And when you hear that little sound, you know glue's ready to come out. I'm going to glue 1 finger, add a Q-tip, 2 fingers, add a Q-tip, 3 fingers, 4. Oh, I gotta make sure it stays inside of my X-ray. I don't want my bone poking out. 5 fingers, and then 2 bones in my arm. 1, 2. I hope you never have to go to the hospital and have an X-ray taken of your arm. An X-ray is a picture inside your body of the bones you can't see. X-ray. Then I can take my crayon and write the word X-ray right on my paper. And practice writing your name too. This is an X-ray of Miss Carolee. X-ray. After you make your X-ray, you can rainbow write the letter X and practice the shape of letter X. First, I'm going to start with red. I start on the left side and I crisscross down, 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 down. Crisscross X. X-ray. I need 5 colors when I rainbow write. Red, orange, crisscross X. Crisscross X. Now I'm going to use a green. Crisscross X. Crisscross X. writing X, I start at the top on the left. X, crisscross, X, crisscross. One more color. Crisscross, X, crisscross, X. Above the X, I have a picture of a hand x-ray like we just made. And this is an x-ray of a fish. X, 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 x-ray, X, X, x-ray. Very good. Practice writing your name. Letter X. Now, I told you there aren't very many words that begin with the letter X. And when they do, they make a Z sound most of the time, like xylophone. X-ray is one of the very few words that starts with X and makes the X sound. Most of the time, X is at the end of a word, like fox, six, axe, and box. There was a box in our alphabet bucket, and I want to read you a story about a box. I see the X. B-A-X. X. This story is called Not a Box by Antoinette Portis. Why are you sitting in a box? It's not a box. What are you doing on top of a box? It's not a box. Why are you squirting a box? I said it's not a box. Now you're wearing a box? This is not a box. Are you still standing around in that box? It's not a box. Well, what is it then? It's my not a box. That cute little rabbit used a box and his imagination to create all kinds of things. Now, you might have a box sitting around your house. If you do, you can take the box and use your imagination to create something like the rabbit in our story. He turned his box into a firehouse and he hosed it down. He also turned his box into a car. You might want to turn your box into a rocket ship. My box isn't very big. If you have a big box, you could climb inside. My box is not big enough to climb inside, but I think I could make my box a hat. I hope you have an empty box around your house that you can use your imagination to play with. Letter X makes the sound X, and it ends words like box. It's been so fun being with you today. I'll see you next time. Have fun with a box.